guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be doing a DVD Blu-ray 4K update. I've acquired quite a few new titles for the collection over the past few weeks, so I thought I would do an update video to show the newest titles to my collection. So starting off with the Blu-ray movies, so I ended up the first one I have here is 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves. I know this one didn't do that brilliantly at the box office if I remember correctly, but it's always been one I've been curious to check out, so I saw it at JB the other day and I thought, you know what, I'm going to finally pick it up and see what it's like. So that's 47 Ronin. Then this is a reacquisition to the Blu-ray collection. So it's one that I did have previously, and yeah, and then I didn't have the, I got rid of the disc, the case, and then because I was going through a whole phase, and then I was like, no, I want the whole, the actual movie in the case for the collection. So yeah, it was a whole thing, but I've gotten out of that phase luckily. So, but yeah, so I wanted to get Big Trouble in Little China back in the collection again. So that's that one. Yeah, obviously I've seen this movie. It's one of my favorites. So that, and then a movie I didn't get to last year, even though I did watch the first two for the first time in preparation for it, and that was Bill and Ted Face the Music. Still haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I do want to check it out because I did actually enjoy Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, so I have the third one to watch at some point. And another Blu-ray that was a reacquisition to the collection, and that is The Green Hornet. I really enjoyed this movie. I know a lot of people didn't, but I had fun with it, so I wanted it back in the collection. So that's The Green Hornet. And then another one that was one I had on DVD, and I sold it thinking there'd be a Blu-ray up, they'd release it on Blu-ray. It looked for the longest time that this film wasn't coming to Blu-ray, and it finally got released last year, and that was Roman Holiday. I've only seen it the one time, but I remember really enjoying it, and yeah, trying to build up the Audrey Hepburn film collection. So yeah, so Roman Holiday. And then the 4K movies I picked up, so I have 4, and the first one I have is Constantine, City of Demons, the movie. So this is the new animated film about Constantine. It's also voiced by Matt Ryan, who plays Constantine on Legends of Tomorrow. So I was curious to sort of check it out, for that. So, and yeah, I've been making my way through the Batman animated movies, and I've been quite enjoying them. So I want to sort of expand through the DC, the rest of the DC animated universe. So I have, yeah, Constantine, City of Demons. And another one that's sort of I guess an upgrade / reacquisition, and that is King Kong from 2005 directed by Peter Jackson. I think I've only seen this the one time, but I remember liking it, so it's so yeah, so I have to rewatch it at some point. But yeah, I did wanted to get it back in the collection and decided to pick it up on 4K, so that's King Kong. And then I have some newer releases that came out last year. So first one I got was The New Mutants to add to the X-Men franchise. I personally enjoyed this movie. Again, it's sort of another one that's a lot of people were mixed on. I think it was more negative than positive, but I enjoyed it. I liked sort of that it took place mostly at the the asylum that they were at, and yeah, and sort of thought it was interesting with the powers, and I would have liked to have seen more from this, but obviously that has very slim chance of happening now. So but yeah, I did want to pick it up to sort of add it to the collection. So because I've got all the other X-Men movies, so that's The New Mutants. And then of course I had to pick up Tenet. Again, another mixed film, and again another one that I actually personally quite enjoyed. So that is Tenet. Got piles of stuff everywhere. So And now we sort of move into the TV shows that I've picked up for the collection. I have a couple on Blu-ray and the rest are DVD. So first one that I have, actually they're both DC TV shows. The first one is The Flash Season 6. I was quite interested in this season. Obviously it got cut short because of everything going on. And yeah, so the last... Because I know, yeah, it wasn't the planned finale. Because I think they sort of had a few loose threads that they had to resolve. And yeah, so obviously that's going to be in Season 7. But yeah, I did enjoy this season for the most... From what I remember of the season, it's sort of been a while since I've watched it. But yeah, I did enjoy it, like, especially, like, because he was dealing with the prospect of losing his powers and with the Speed Force, and, yeah, I did enjoy it, like, actually like them exploring all of that, so, yeah, so have to see what happens in Season 7, so that's The Flash Season 6, and then I also picked up Pennyworth Season 1, so this is a I guess a Batman prequel, loosely based Batman prequel, because I think they've taken quite a few liberties with the Batman story and that, but this follows Alfred Pennyworth in, like, when he's younger in England, and it's also his adventures with Thomas and Martha, so Bruce's parents. It's sort of them and their interactions and the adventures that they get up to. So I haven't started watching Season 2 yet, but I do have the first episode ready to watch. But yeah, I quite enjoyed this one, so I wanted to add it to my DC TV collection. So that's Pennyworth Season 1. And then the next few are sort of TV shows where I've started collecting them on DVD, and either shows that I've been watching or wanted to finish up the collection. So the first one that I have is Jag Season 2. Now, I haven't actually started watching this. I've had Season 1 for, like, the past 10 years. I think I got it for, like, Christmas or my birthday, like, about 10 years ago. Still haven't watched it, but I've been interested with, especially with NCIS LA, like, bringing back a lot of the Jag cast, like, because we've had, is it Harm and Mac, I think that's the characters' names, like, that they had a pretty big plot at the end of Season 11, and I think they're still meant to come back at some point in the new season, but yeah, so I'm definitely interested in actually watching the show. But will 2021 be the year I finally get to it? Who knows, but I did pick up Season 2 because I think it was a buy two get one free. I think that was why I picked it up, so I did pick up Season 2, so we'll see if I get around to it, because there's a few TV shows I do want to try and watch this year, but I mean that's the case every year, but yeah, this year is like I sort of have some plans with TV watching, and yeah, whether or not I'll get the time in, but we'll see. So Jag Season 2, and then this is one that actually completes a TV show that finished at the start of last year. So I think they got everything filmed before everything like shut down. But that's Hawaii Five-0 Season 10, and this has ended up being the final season because they decided not to renew it for Season 11. I think it was mostly because Alex O'Loughlin, who plays Steve McGarrett on the show, he ended up deciding not to continue beyond Season 10, and then they decided not to continue without him. For the most part, I did like how they wrapped up. I think I would have liked a few more nods and seen more of the cast members like who've left and come back, but I think at the time it was filming, I think that's when everything started happening. But I think for the most part I did enjoy like sort of how they wrapped up the show and that, and yeah, of course this is like, since I started watching TV sort of like week to week, this is one of the shows that have been around the longest, because I think I actually started back when I was watching it on Channel 10, back when they were airing the show, and then I basically just started watching it when like it was airing in America, so that was that one. And then yeah, in the last year I caught up on, because I was a few seasons behind, then I caught up, and then yeah, of course the show ended just as I caught up to it. But yeah, I did want the season 10 for the collection, so I've got all 10 seasons of Hawaii Five-A, so like the reboot one, so that's Hawaii Five-A season 10, and then again shows that, as I mentioned before, I picked up NCIS season 17 and NCIS LA season 11, so I've got the newer seasons of that. I've fallen massively behind on NCIS New Orleans. I haven't been watching the last couple of seasons, so I need to get on board and correct that, because I was enjoying the show, and you know, I love the NCIS like universe, but yeah, I just fell behind on so many shows, and yeah, and slowly working my way through catching up on the backlog. But yeah, I did, like, the main NCISs are sort of the ones that I'm caught up with and watching. Well, actually, I think I'm an episode behind on LA, and I think the newest episode for NCIS is coming out. Actually, it might be out tomorrow, I think. So, because I think they had like about a month off over Christmas. So, but yeah, I do have the newest seasons that came out. So it's that one. And then last but certainly not least, we have a show that I've been meaning to get into for the longest time, and it was a good enough price, so I finally went ahead and picked up Smallville, the complete collection. So I think this is like, again, one of those early DC shows, and yeah, sort of one of the gaps in my collection. I've only seen like the first 2 episodes, but I did enjoy what I saw of it, so hopefully at some point I can get round to watching the show and yeah, basically binge through the show now that I've got all the seasons on DVD. One of the reasons also that finally prompted is, even though I don't think it's probably going to happen this year, but Tom Welling and the actor who plays Lex Luthor, Michael Rosenberg, something like that. They were meant to be at Supernova last year, and obviously that got cancelled. They've apparently all rescheduled the guests who were meant to be there for 2020 for 2021, but I'm not holding my breath that it's going to happen this year, but we'll see. But hopefully I can watch it before then if it does go ahead, but yeah. Who knows when conventions will be a thing again here, but we'll see. But I do have the entirety of Smallville to keep me occupied in the meantime, so that's Smallville, the complete series. And that is everything that I've picked up DVD, Blu-ray, 4K wise, so not like a massive haul, but I think I was pretty happy with the titles that I was able to pick up in the past month or so. But yeah, so that's it. I'm just going to stop it here. Thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!